What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It has been a long time. It's been a minute since I've done one of these, but we're at that point again of the year where it is time to do another monster bass opening. Before I jump into this, another package came at the same time that I got my monster bass. It's one that I've been looking forward to, been excited. I've been wanting to do this one for a long time, but it took me a while to get to it, but I finally got it. The other day I cracked open one of them and already had a little sip, and I'm sure you see it right here. You can barely read what it says right here, but yes, I have joined the club, the Black Rifle Coffee Company. I couldn't have picked a better time to get this because I'm pretty sure I've mentioned before on my channel that I am a veteran. Both of my brothers are veterans, and we also have quite a few family members that are veterans, as well as I have a nephew and a cousin, one of them serving in the Air Force and one that is serving in the Army right now. So to get Black Rifle Coffee, which is a veteran-owned coffee store, this is kind of my way of giving back to those guys and other veterans, and you know, for everything that they're doing. Plus, I mean, hey, it's November. We just passed Veterans Day yesterday. By the time you guys see this video, it's going to be a few days, but I will still go ahead and say to those that are watching this video, if you have family, friends, or even yourself, if you are a veteran, from one vet to another, thank you for your service. In fact, I've got a pot brewing right now. This stuff is great. I'll leave a link down below for Black Rifle Coffee. And now we're gonna get into this thing here, Monsterbass. This video is sponsored by Monsterbass. I'll also leave a link down below, like always, so you can get your own box. Sign up, get either the national or the regional box. Also, go and subscribe to the Monsterbass channel. They have lots of good content on there, as well as Rick, the owner of Monsterbass, who has already put it out that we will soon be getting away from the boxes. He's decided that he wants to do those reusable bags. I think there's companies, I want to say Bass Mafia has a bag, they call them money bags, but it's basically a bag that you can put, you know, different lures and assortments of things in and reuse it. So we're going to be getting away from the boxes and moving on to the bags, but let's go ahead and get into this thing. I've already opened it up like I always do. As always, you have your ruler. You also have your diagram of what season that you are fishing in. Right now here in Arkansas, we are in the fall, so if you want some good tips on what baits to throw, what the water temp should be, check out the box right here, because it gives you a good description of what you should be throwing, even how you should be throwing it. Right now in the fall, the bait fish are starting to slow down, as well as the bass. They're feeding, but they're not really using a lot of energy, so you're gonna have to slow down your presentations. I'm gonna dig through here for a second and get down here to the bottom. First up, as always, you have your Monsterbass sticker. I don't know who designed these stickers, but these guys are really good. I might need to holler at this guy and get my own logo for my own channel. As always, a card for a good pair of polarized sunglasses. And you have your card. On the front here, we have John Carroll, United States Air Force. Mr. Carroll, thank you for your service, sir. And then, like always, inside we have the description of each bait and what they retail for in your local tackle shops. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. And we're gonna start off with Excite Baits. Okay, I would say this is the green pumpkin maybe blue or black flake, probably some kind of a shad imitator. Throw this. I would probably use one of the round bend hooks. Yeah, swim this along very slowly. It's a full pack, 6. So this is a full pack of 6. It says high floater, so it might even stay up on the surface. So I would probably, if you're gonna fish this weightless, probably in shallow water. If you are gonna fish it down a little bit, I'd probably go light on the weight. This lure, or this pack, goes for $14. And then we're going to move on to the next bait, which is, yes, this right here, Catch Outdoors, the zero gravity hybrid underspin. You might even be able to pair this with these and use this as an underspin lure. That way it kind of looks like a shad. This one comes in at 0.40 ounces. It says it's 40% lead free. Oh, that is a big hook on there. But this would probably work good with any kind of green pumpkin or anything with some chartreuse, you know, swim baits or anything like that. This goes for $6.50. Next is the Monsterbass. This is the Slick Stick 110. It's a jerk bait. It's got the signature red treble hook. Suspending 4 to 3 feet, half an ounce. Right now, with jerk baits, you'd want to swim these very slow. So you'd want to give it a couple of snaps and then give it a long pause, then give it a couple more snaps and then a long pause. Or depending on where you're at and what your temperatures are, the fish might want it kind of fast. So this would be one of those where you have to play around with, but typically with the water temperatures, you'd want to fish this one fairly slow. Okay, moving on, we have Lunker Candy lipless crankbait. This one is it's called Lunker Candy. Oh, let's see, color Crawdaddy is the color. So good red color. So I'll probably throw that in some grass. Definitely probably want to throw this one fairly shallow. Next we have some of my favorite, the Strike King Ned Ochos. As the name say, Ned. So you know these are Ned rigs, but you might be able to put these on something else. And then this is their color Moon Juice. Let me get one of these out real quick. This is a pack of 9, 2 3/4 inch. So it looks like it has a little green pumpkin on the top, maybe a little blue pearl essence, and some blue flake in there. But it's your typical Ned baits. Again, this would depend on how deep you're trying to get down to, how fast you're trying to get it down to, which is going to determine your Ned head that you'll use. And but typically you'd probably throw this shallow. But again, like I said, Strike King's one of my favorites, and this one goes for $5. I think I skipped over a few of them. The Monsterbass goes for $10. The Lunker Candy goes for $8. And Strike King goes for $5. And then we are going to move on to Big Bite Baits Finesse Swimmer. These are their 4-inch colored gill. Once you open the pack, the lures, the swim baits are in a clamshell, so that way it keeps your lures nice and straight. I would have to also think that with this size swim bait, and the color also would pair up really good with this. So I'd probably pair this up with these. You'll definitely make a killing out there on the water. I'm sure everybody will be mad at you because you're catching everything with this setup right here. And let's see here. And the big bite baits goes for $5. We have one more bait from Excite Baits. It is the XB1 square bill crankbait. Dives down 2 to 5 feet, is 3/8 ounce. Now you have to remember with crankbaits, you got to think about your line size. The lower your test line, the deeper your crankbait is going to dive, but you also have to remember that you are sacrificing your line strength. So you have to play those fish a little bit, make sure you got the right setup, rod and reel. This color, bluegill supreme is what they call it. It's kind of hard to hear with the package, but has a weight transfer system and has distinct action and sound. So I have to get this one out of the package at some point. Oh, there. Ooh, that was easier than what I thought. So let's see here. So it has one knocker in there, so very distinct sound. And this lure goes for $4.50. You can probably go to the tackle shop and load up on a bunch of these, or you might want to just check on Monsterbass and see if you can get them there. And last but not least, we have another pack of spear point hooks. This is a pack of 6, size 1/0. These look like finesse hooks to me. It says 6-pack, yep, GP finesse. So yeah, these are finesse hooks. So for light line, light tackle setup, finesse rigging. And like I said, these go for $5. But that's all we got for the November box. A lot of good stuff. Hopefully I can get a chance to get out on the water and use some of these and try to get some fish in the boat. And if I can't get them in the boat, I might go somewhere where I can walk the bank and try to throw some of these and see what I can't catch. But that's all we got for this month's Monsterbass. As always, like I said, I will leave a link in the description box for the Monsterbass, as well as I will leave a link so you can sign up for the Black Rifle Coffee Club. I just done that, and I've got mine set up for every 60 days. I will get a package of coffee. You can download their app and edit or manage your account, so that way you can get different flavors, different roasts, and they also have other merchandise, apparel, coffee mugs, and other assortment of things. But that's it for this month. I can't wait to get back on here for next month's Monsterbass, as well as get out on the water and use some of these lures. So, till the next time, see you in the great outdoors.